applause to Leo, el famoso Terremoto Santa Cruz.
Muy buenas noches a todos. Good afternoon to everyone. I just want to say that I'm very happy and thank you guys all for the support. It was a hard fight, like I said, but you know we trained really hard in the gym. We expected a war, and that's what happened. And we thank God, and we came out with a victory. Thank you guys.
Francisco, first question.
Congratulations. With all the hype in this fight, in California, two Mexican American fighters, shaking off the stigma of what fans think they fought, saw the schedule, last two fights. What did 12 rounds in the ring with Mares? What did that teach you about yourself as a fighter that maybe you didn't get in your previous 30 fights?
No, that I'm here to fight the best. Like I said before, I'm here to fight the best, and I was gonna prove it that beating Mares, I was gonna show that I'm ready for him and for anybody else. You know, with the better fighters, I look better. That's what I said in the beginning. I know how to box and everything, but we, like other fans, they like for me to go forward, throwing a lot of punches, and we always like to give the fans great fights, and that's what we try to do. But then we had to box them, and we could do whatever we want.
You know what, guys, also, we have a microphone going around. Before we get to our next question, I know Tom Brown from TGB Promotions, who is the promoter for PBC here in Los Angeles. Santa Cruz Mares wants to send a congratulations to Leo Santa Cruz, and he thinks that we had an amazing fight, and what a war. It was everything he expected, and he wishes congratulations to Leo Santa Cruz. Compliments to Tom Brown, TGB Promotions. Bernie Barbazal is actually walking around here with the microphone, so please raise your hand and he will accommodate that, and we will go forward from there.
Leo, Saúl Rodríguez de Telemundo. ¿En qué basaste tu victoria esta noche, Leo?
Mi familia, siempre yo estoy peleando aquí por mi familia, que les quiero seguir dando un buen futuro, y por todos los fans, que por el apoyo que recibo, me da motivación para seguir peleando y luchando por más cintos.
Question was, what motivated you and what did you think about during the course of the fight? Leo's response, my family. I always fight for my family. I want to give them a better life, and that's why I fight, and that's why I push forward.
Leo, estamos parados frente al nuevo ídolo de aquí en Los Ángeles. Vamos a pensar que puedes llenar ya los zapatos de Golden Boy.
No, eso es lo que tratamos de hacer, pelea por pelea vamos a ir mejorando, vamos a ir aprendiendo, y ojalá algún día llegamos a hacer como lo que tratamos de hacer, pelea por pelea vamos a ir mejorando, vamos a ir aprendiendo, y ojalá algún día llegamos a hacer como se lo vaya, como cualquier peleador mexicano, y ojalá algún día lleguemos a hacer eso.
Question was, do you think you are moving in the same realm as another quality fighter and amazing fighter from Los Angeles, Oscar De La Hoya? Do you think you're starting to fill his shoes? Leo says he knows he has a ways to go before he gets to that level, but he's going to continue to grow and move forward and train hard and try, and one day wants to show everyone and wants to continue to show everyone that he's a great Mexican champion.
Leo, right here. Leo, you see how well this fight was received against Mares. Are you out to want to have a rematch next, or would you rather fight Gary Russell for the belt?
Of course, the fans want Mares wants a rematch. I'm willing, like I said at the beginning, I know if I lost, I was going to want a rematch. If he lost, he was going to want a rematch. So I'm willing to give him a rematch. He deserves it, and whatever happens, happens. Sí, no, me estaba preguntando que si le daría la revancha a Mares, y yo le dije que sí, lo dije desde el principio. Si yo sabía que cualquiera de los que perdiera iba a querer una revancha, y si Mares quiere la revancha, si los fans la quieren, yo estoy dispuesto a dársela, se la merece, y estamos para los peleadores con los que sean.
Leo, right at the opening bout over here, right at the opening bout, he pretty much bum rushed you. And then even you would keep him off with a lot of big punches. He still kept coming at you. What was your reaction to that?
That he was trying to knock me out. I know he was going to come out like that in the first round. He was going to try to surprise me. But we were calm, we were patient, we didn't get desperate. My dad told me he's not going to be able to last all the rounds like that, he's going to get tired. And we were patient, and we just had him with good punches, and that's what we did.
Leo, Miguel Ángel Ceballos, ESPN Deportes Radio. Se habla ahora de Jesús Cuellar, el argentino. ¿Qué es más interesante, la revancha con Mares o una pelea con el argentino?
Yo pienso que los fans quieran, yo estoy dispuesto, si los fans quieren que la revancha, le damos la revancha. Si quieren que con Cuellar, que haya una votación o algo, o mi equipo lo voy a hablar con mi equipo y lo que mi equipo decida.
Question for Leo Santa Cruz, what his thoughts are maybe fighting against Jesus Queixada, who's also in his division, or do you more think about a rematch with Abner Mares? Leo's response, I'll do whatever and kind of go with whatever my team wants. If a fight with Queixada is out there, then a fight with Queixada is out there. If there's a rematch with Mares, they'll move forward with that. But he still, first and foremost, he has to talk with his team.
Do you think this win certifies your legacy as one of the best boxers to come out of LA?
I think so. This fight was to be the king of LA. We both give it our all. We gave a great fight, and hopefully this fight puts me as one of the best from LA.
Hey Leo, congratulations on your win. The perception going into this fight was you were going to be the banger, and Mares was going to be the boxer, but you surprised him. Do you think you surprised them with your boxing ability?
Yeah, of course. You know, they thought that I was going to go forward and be right there on top of him, but my dad said, you could box him with jab, right, you could beat him with that, and many people thought I couldn't box, and I always had said I could box, but you know, all the fans, all the people, they like for you to go with forward and give a war, but I had to be smart in this fight, and I had to do what to do to win the fight.
Hola, Abner, acá a la izquierda no ves, pero aquí estoy. En el caso del boxeo mexicano, ¿cómo cimentas esta parte de ser ídolo mexicano? Se ha ido Márquez, se ha ido Barrera, Morales, parece que no hay una figura. No sé si hoy sientes que es un paso fuerte para llegar a esa próxima figura. Ya hablaste de Los Ángeles, pero en el caso del boxeo mexicano,
no sé, claro que sí.
¿Y si estarías dispuesto a pelear en México?
Claro que sí, es lo que yo he estado esperando desde hace varios tiempo. He estado pidiendo que quiero ir a México a pelear allá ante todo mi público, y ojalá yo siga los pasos de Barrera, de Arce, Márquez, todos ellos. Yo quisiera ser el nuevo mexicano, y esta noche yo pienso que lo probé. Mares es un gran peleador, tiene una gran pelea, y eso es lo que tenemos que hacer para ponernos al siguiente nivel, y eso es lo que hicimos.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's bring up. Let me translate real quick. Let's bring up Abner Mares. I'll translate real quick what Leo Santa Cruz says. Let's get right to Abner Mares. One and by both gentlemen. Display a sportsmanship between the two. We're going to have Abner up here momentarily, but let me translate first what Leo said. He goes, a win like this certainly helps him to continue to move forward and follow the footsteps of the great Mexican champions, and he wants to continue to prove his worth every single time. And now let's go ahead and he can come up real quick. A round of applause to what a warrior, what an effort. He came out in the center of the ring, and they started standing, going toe-to-toe. It was everything we expected. It was PBC on ESPN, on free television. What a show. Even in defeat, this young man is a tremendous fighter. Please give a round of applause from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Abner Mares. PBC on ESPN, on free television. What a show. Even in defeat, this young man is a tremendous fighter. Please give a round of applause from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Abner Mares.
Thank you so much. Just want to say I'm really happy. Not sad, I'm really happy because I gave a really good fight, really tough fight. I think the crowd, the fans went happy, and you know that's all that matters. Thank you so much.
Again, follow Bernie around it. I think kind of piggybacking off of Abner's question or his response, we have a winner in Leo Santa Cruz. Then Abner came up short, but the fans were the winners. The public was the winners because this was an amazing fight. Again, if you have a question, see Bernie and he will go ahead. And we have our next question.
Abner, ¿vas a pedir revancha?
You want a rematch?
Claro. Claro, yo pienso que me la merezco, yo pienso que el público se merece una revancha y bueno, pues esperemos que se pueda dar. Yeah, he asked if I wanted a rematch, and I think my answer was I think I deserve a rematch, and I think the fans also deserve another show.
After the first couple of rounds when you got into his grill and really pressured him, were you surprised that he was able to adjust and kind of get out of that predicament? It seemed like the first couple of rounds you were doing what you wanted to do, and then he seemed to turn around a little bit. How surprised were you that he was able to do that?
Well, it wasn't so much him. I think it was my mistake. I started really good. I started pressuring really good, but my mistake was, to start boxing. I changed my plan for some weird reason. I don't know why I changed the plan. It wasn't so much him adapting, but at the end of the day, it was a great fight. I think he did some good stuff in there. I think I did some great stuff, a lot of stuff in there, and I thought it was a really close fight.
Guys, before we get to our next question, we have 2 more questions before we really get with Abner. Let's have 2 more questions for Leo Santa Cruz. So if you have 2 more questions for Santa Cruz, 2 more questions over here.
Leo. Early on, you were able to make the adjustments. You were stepping back and you were using your jab. You established the distance. Was that something you saw, or was that something that your dad told you to do in the corner?
No, yeah, in the corner they told me that to box him, to move back and catch him with punches where he was coming in, and that's what we did. We did what the corner was telling us, and it was working, so we were standing.
Thank you.
Last question for Santa Cruz.
Leo, congratulations. You said that you would give Abner a rematch, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of controversy regarding the scores. But do you think that there's anything really left to prove, or are you mostly giving him a rematch because you would hope that he would have done the same thing? Do you feel like there's anything left to prove against him?
Well, I don't know, man. The fans are the ones that have to choose that. They're the ones that have to say if there's a rematch possible. But yeah, I'll give him the rematch. I think he deserves it. He did a great fight, so I'm willing for whatever.
Are you 100% staying at featherweight?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay 100%. I think I am gonna stay at featherweight.
All right, let's give a round of applause one more time for Leo Santa Cruz. Great going to you tonight, Leo. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations, and we appreciate his time. His father as well, Jose. Congratulations to Leo Santa Cruz. Next question now for Abner Mares.
Congratulations, Abner. Good to see you again. Sorry to piggyback what Mark said earlier. Was there a point where you maybe could have made the adjustment, or did you feel that what was working the first 2 rounds you could still continue to do up until the 12th round?
I think I could have. Kept that pressure because we trained really good. I want to thank my conditioning coach, Luis Garcia, for getting me in great shape. I think we closed the rounds really good. My conditioning was perfect, but some adjustments that we made in the fight. Not so much adjustments, but mistakes. But at the end of the day, I still think the fight was really close. The scores, I'm not too happy with, but that's it.
Abner, congratulations on a great effort. I want to say it was either the 5th or 6th round. It seemed like Leo caught you with a body shot. How hurt were you?
I don't recall. I don't remember getting hurt by a body shot. There are many body shots he threw, but never hurt. I never got hurt.
Hi, Abner. Erik, the Beast 980. Can you talk about the atmosphere out here, because it seemed to be electric for everybody?
It was awesome. It was great. People screaming, booing, whatever it was just great. The atmosphere. And I think that's why I think the fans deserve another fight between us two, because it was so great. Clean punches, great fight, toe-to-toe action. So it was awesome.
Abner. He seemed to get longer and longer as the fight progressed. Did you see the distance widening in terms of him using his jab, and if you did, why didn't you just continue to make it like the first 2 rounds?
I think he did that maybe 1 or 2 rounds where he used his jab really good, his distance, his reach. But I think I made the adjustments. I started attacking the body. I started working inside. And again, there was some really good rounds he had. There was really good rounds I had, and we went back and forth.